This is a story of the worst camp meal I have ever had. Why are we revisiting this terrible, terrible situation and terrible experience? Because I am tired. I'm so tired of seeing all of you guys waste your money, waste your time, and waste your meals with eating packaged meals on the trail. And this camp meal experience was one of the first ideas and first kickers into starting outdoor eats, because I think we can all do better. I think we can all eat better outdoors, and I'm gonna show you how. Let's get cooking. Hey, Chef Corso, Outdoor Eats. I'm here to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor treks. And if you're new to Outdoor Eats, I am here to share that you do not have to eat packaged meals anymore. They are dry, they're salty, they're expensive, they're full of preservatives, and there's so many better options out there that are still mindful of pack weight, still mindful of perishability, and give you a better time when you are going outside. A packaged meal does not complement your experience. A good meal complements your experience, and that's what I am all about. I'm a classically trained chef turned outdoor cooking expert, and again, I want you to be able to eat well. We have over 300 trail tested recipes on the website right now, and I'm here and I'm on a mission to elevate the experience when we're outdoors. And so where am I today? Well, where's Corso? Corso is in the hills outside of Claremont, which is outside of Los Angeles. And there are so many great regional parks and regional trails. I just stumbled upon this when I was traveling around it. Did you guys know that there's a big waterfall down this road? Yes, a legitimate waterfall, a legitimate river, not the LA River, but like actual legitimate river that is worth checking out. So what is this meal that really got me going? That really was like, hey, this is not very good and I think we should do better. Well, that flavor is the classic Mountain House chicken and rice. This clocks in at about 500 calories. It has 1,460 milligrams of sodium, which is 63% of your daily allotment, which sodium and electrolytes are important to be able to replenish on the trail, but nobody needs that much. And especially if you're eating 2 or 3 or 4 of these a day, that's just not gonna be all that great. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna revisit this, and I might cry a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you how to match this recipe for something that is better, that is tastier, that is cheaper. And the other thing about it, folks, I have a whole recipe series on our website, outdooreats.com, that is the Classics Elevated series. So I have matched so many of the packaged meal flavors into recipes that you could actually pack up super quick and cook up on the trail that are so much tastier, so much healthier, and so much cheaper. So much cheaper than the packaged meal options. So let's set up our camp stove and let's boil up some water. It's what you guys love to watch, people boiling water on the channel, and make up our dishes. Yeah. All right, got a nice big flat rock to cook on, and what we are cooking with today is we are cooking with Near Zero products. Put some links below for this little kit. It's pretty nice. 750 ml pot. Awesome. We'll boil up our water and add it to our bag, because I know you guys love doing that. With carrots, celery, and red peppers. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at all those big chunks of delicious chicken. Oh yeah, I get that desiccant packet out there. Don't want to pack that out later. Wow. Well, looks like we got a whole lot of chicken bouillon in here and some general seasonings. Yep, yeast extract, some sugar, thyme, and celery seed. Wow, they really put it all together there. I don't know about you, I'm not excited for that. Quick boil of our water. And one thing to note too, this does note it has 14 grams of protein. So we'll see how that matches up to the Outdoor Eats recipe. Stir. Wow, just getting so excited for mealtime with my sloppy bag. Yeah. All right, seal that up, follow the package instructions, which is letting it sit for 5 minutes, stirring another 4 minutes, so about 10 minutes for this classic Mountain House tragic experience. And while that's hydrating, we're gonna look at the ingredients for the Outdoor Eats recipe. Chicken and rice. Packet of chicken, instant rice pack. And I have a couple things here that we're gonna add to the top for a nice special treat. So what's in my bag here? So I have instant rice. I have a few random nuts that I had from the pantry, and I do have 2 soy sauce packets, which is a great way to be able to use that up. And then you might see that I've got a little spice tin in here. So I've got some garlic powder and ginger powder in here, and it could be slightly Asian in its flavor. You could take out the ginger if you don't want that, or if you don't want the soy, just add some salt. That can work too, but that way you can also control the amount of salt rather than that crazy amount. And if you are packing this up, you could easily add this, so we'll do that right now, to the rice. So you don't have to pack a whole nother thing, but I just wanted to show you what that looked like before we started to cook. So very similar, we're gonna boil water, add our ingredients, and let it sit. Great, we are boiling. All we need to do is add our rice flavor mixture. It's about 2 cups in here, so I'm gonna reserve this. I'm just cooking for myself today. But 1 cup of rice. Our seasonings, our chicken's already in there. Nothing fancy, folks. Put a lid on that, wait about 10 minutes, and we will be ready for our comparison. And while we are waiting for our dishes to hydrate, let's take a look at the pricing comparison. Right, it's been about 10 minutes for each one. Let's see what we've got for our trail meal. Okay, wow, pretty. Okay, well, that is food. Seems really pasty and to me a little too yellow and orange. We'll see what that tastes like in a second. I'm not excited about revisiting this situation. All right, there's our Schmountain House out of a bag. All right, let's take a look at our outdoor eats option. Matching this flavor and texture and ingredients. Interesting. Okay, cool. Looking pretty good. Some fluffy. I kind of like having the nuts in there. Actual pieces of chicken. And then for our secret ingredient, I took a rock, smashed it up, add those right to there. One thing about packaged meals that is sorely lacking is texture and freshness and some sort of crunch. So I love adding something like that to my trail meals to be able to give me another dimension of flavor and texture. Well, let's give these a try. Okay, it is time to taste our chicken and rice dishes. And guys, there's something just about eating out of a bag. It's a feed bag, and there's nom nom nom. Except I'm not that excited for it. And to me, it's not a great camp experience. But let's dig in here and revisit one of the worst experiences of my life outdoors. So, I'll be honest, when I first had this, there were no vegetables in here. So this was, like 10, 15 years ago. So it was so blonde and like white and with like 4 pieces of chicken in there. And it did not taste all that good or was not very appealing. So I am happy that they upgraded this with at least a couple vegetables. It feels like it's the cup noodle situation where there's like 2.5 corn kernels in here and you have to like dig for them, and it's like a golden prize when you find them. So there are a few veggies in here, but not enough for any nutrient content. This isn't very good. It's very cloying. It does have the chicken bouillon flavor, but way too much of it. And for just a couple bites, I'm okay, but I know if I eat this whole thing, my tongue is gonna swell up. I'm gonna feel bad. they have to add so much salt, and they have to add so many preservatives in order to make this safe and make this able to be on the shelf for years and years and years. I do not want to finish this. No, thank you. Yeah. No. Sorry, Mountain House, not great. All right, outdoor eats. Chicken and rice with some nuts and seeds. And wow, I'm already seeing some bigger chunks of chicken. Got those sesame snaps in there. Wow. So the first thing I'm noticing about this, clean. There's not that mouth-coating MSG salty situation. It feels like rice and chicken, because that's what it is. Just got a little bit of that sesame snap too in there, a little sweet, salty. It's very customizable based on what you have in the pantry. Overall flavors, you can keep it pretty neutral in Americana. You could add some Creole seasoning, could add some Mexican seasoning. Chicken and rice is enjoyed the world over. To me, this is just much more pleasurable an experience. And you might be thinking, well, you know, Corso, yours isn't really that pretty either. Yeah, fair enough. Got a little green from the pepitas. But if you do want to add some green veggies, snap peas do last on the trail for multiple days. Fresh snap peas for multiple days. You could also take these snap pea snacks and crunch those up on there. And that can give you some nice extra protein too, which is awesome. And some more texture and some color. So yeah, look at that. Much better, much nicer. I also pack a whole bell pepper too. And that can last for multiple days, give you some nice color and freshness and crunch. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. So guys, when I first started hiking more, you know, full transparency, I was not in a hiking family. I'm from the Port Angeles, Washington, which is at the base of the Olympic National Park. And I feel so bad because we did a couple day hikes here and there to Marymare Falls, Storm King, Hurricane Ridge, and those are beautiful, but we never went backpacking. We never went camping. We were sort of inside people and motor lodge people when we were go on our vacations, and it took me a while to get into the outdoors and get what it was all about. But some friends invited me for the first time, let me borrow their stuff, and we had a couple great backpacking experiences, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, I get it a little bit more. And you've got to work for some of these locations, but once you do, you are rewarded with these wonderful, wonderful places, whether that's a vista or a lake to jump in or a river to sit by. And it was so fun. And as I started to do it more on my trips in the Pacific Northwest, up into Mount Rainier and North Cascades National Park, I was very surprised and intrigued that most folks are just boiling water and adding it to a bag, or just eating granola and jerky for all their meals, all their calories, and all their days. And what I noticed as a chef is that the food was not complementing the experience. We put the emphasis on food in so many other times of our life, whether that is a holiday, whether that is a Super Bowl, whether that's a birthday, or just a picnic. And it didn't connect for me. I was like, we're going to this gorgeous place. Why are we eating this slop out of a bag that is expensive, that's salty, that really does not give us satiation or that much enjoyment? It was filling us up, it can give us some calories, but it's overall not that great of an experience. So I started testing recipes with you in mind, with me in mind, my friends in mind. For all the recipes are 10 ingredients or less, ready in 30 minutes or less. They're focused around these camp pots. They're also very easy to shop for, so you don't want you to have all these crazy special order ingredients from Amazon that you're never going to use again. Or you don't have to spend weeks or hours in your kitchen dehydrating all of your meals. You can eat well by just going to the grocery store, getting instant rice, a packet of chicken, and some nuts you probably have in your pantry right now to make a pretty solid meal. I know a lot of you out there are still skeptical. Like, nope, I've been going down this same path this whole time. I've been eating packaged meals. They've been doing good for me. Yeah, they're going to give you calories. They're going to be fine. I'm here to offer you a new path, new ideas to be able to elevate your experience, because we all love food in our own way. And for all of us, and especially if you're watching this channel, you like going outside, or you're curious about how to adventure or how to hike or how to backpack. take a great meal, make a great meal plan, cook with your family, cook with your friends, because that's what it's all about. It's not just about crushing miles. It's not about checking off all those things on your bucket list. Those are fun, but to me, it's all about food. And how food can bring us together in the outdoors and complement our experience. So, if you are a bag eater, I welcome you to check out our recipes. Again, 10 ingredients or less, 30 minutes or less. Some of the recipes clock in at 2.5 to 4 ounces, 6 ounces per serving, which is the same as a packaged meal. And you can save so much money like with this recipe. But get out there, cook something amazing somewhere awesome, plan a trip, big trip, small trip, whatever trip, get off your couch, get outside and cook something. Boca boca.